Alright, I'm back. It's been so long since I made a video. I'm back at Rundle Park. This is kind of my home course now. I play it all the time. Not any better at it. Well, shouldn't say that. The first time I played this course, I was plus 26. And I've been playing it for a few months. And I'm a lot better. I've shaved off a lot of strokes. But that's not what this video is going to be about. I wanted to make an update video on the Gyrapalooza 14 disc box that I got. What I like about the discs, what I don't like about the discs, which discs I throw, which discs I don't throw. My bag has changed. I've gotten a lot more different discs. So this course is having some construction on hole 1 and 2. So there's 2 temporary baskets. I'm not fond of them, but it is what it is. So we start off on hole 4. So I have changed my putters. Gone with the Berg. It seems to just fly right for me. I like the heaviness. I like the fact that it just drops. I don't have to worry about big skips. It just goes where I want it to fly. One under through 2 holes. I would say the wave that I threw on hole 1 is probably my most used MVP disc. Some discs out of the box that are out of the bag are the high-speed drivers that I had. I had a Panic, I think I had a Dimension, and I had a Relativity. I just don't just have the arm speed to throw those yet. Another 2 discs that I don't currently have in my bag are the Volt and the Tesla. The Volt I lost when I was playing in the snow. Throwing the first shot, didn't like it. Throw a second shot, not that great. Throw a third shot, going to pick up the discs, forget how many discs you've thrown, and then only realizing 3 holes or 4 holes later that you're missing a disc. The Tesla, I just don't throw because it's green. If I'm only throwing 1 disc, it's okay because you can kind of find where it goes. If you're trying to practice and throw a couple shots, trying to look for a green disc on green grass in green bushes or green trees, where I normally am, it's not the easiest disc to find. So that's the only reason that one's not in the bag right now. The wind's picking up. You can see what it's doing to my beard. Other MVP discs that I still keep in the bag. I've still got my Crave. I don't really use it that much. Maybe on a shot that I need to go straight down the fairway with a little bit of turn at the end. I don't get a lot of distance out of it. It's not that accurate for me. I still have my Hex, which I do use. It's kind of a skippier disc for me. I can throw it low and get a bit of a skip out of the end of it. And I think I still got my Relay, which is a bit of an understable. Probably should have thrown that on hole 1 where I want that turn kind of equivalent to the fuse for me. That is one shot that I've been struggling with. Well, not one shot, one type of throw. Anytime I throw, I always tend to throw it nose up. It gets in the air, whether it's going left, right, stalling, and then it will just crash to the floor. And I don't get that distance. I wish I could get extra distance on my throws. I think that's mostly why I don't get the distance. I've just been trying to consciously think about throwing nose down, throwing it lower to the ground, but whenever I try and put power into it, I grip it, tend to launch it high in the sky, and then lose all the power that I was aiming for in the first place. just faded into the trees. So it's quite a hot day. It's about 25 degrees right now, 26 degrees. And I just realized that I didn't bring my water. So if I'm huffing and puffing, it's because I'm out of shape and also because I didn't bring any water. A new MVP disc that I did buy that is still in the bag. I bought two. I put a uplink, which is a very overstable mid-range disc, just because I don't have a backhand. So I bought an understable disc so that I can throw it on some Annie. Hole one at this course before the construction was a dogleg right. You needed a backhand to get around the corner. But I found that I could throw the uplink and it would flip up the flat and then continue turning and fade around the trees to the right hand side. So if you're a beginner, an uplink is a good disc to throw. It's my Clash Disc Berry. I do have my glow proxy from the Gyrapalooza box in my bag. I only just put it back in there because I was finding on slightly longer approach shots or slightly longer holes, I was throwing the Castoplast, the Berg, and I was always coming up short just because, you know, of the one glide. So this is the first of the temporary holes. Bushes on the left hand side are out of bounds. 265 feet. Try and just throw a high hyzer. Keep away from those bushes. I'm going to try and throw my crave. And of course I say I don't have a... So hyzer Undertaker landed there, forehand crave landed up there. One other MVP disc that I did add is an Insanity, just for the high turn. There you go. There's the construct, and there's the wave. Basket's over there. So MVP discs in my bag. Ones that I started with are Gyrapalooza Proxy, the MVP Open Stamp Hex, the Relay, the Crave, the MVP Open Wave, and I also have just the red plain wave as well. I added to the bag the uplink and the Insanity, and then I did buy an MVP shuttle bag to go over. So, since my first ever round of plus 26, albeit it was minus 13 in the snow, my best ever round around this course, and I've probably played it 20, maybe 30 times, maybe not even 30, is plus 2. I'm getting better at making pars. There's a few holes that I look to get birdies on, which is good because I would never normally think about birdies. I would always just think about trying to make it to the basket, trying to make a par. At least now I'm trying to make a birdie, but I'm still taking those 1 or 2 bogeys around. The best I think I've ever had is 3 birdies, and I think I must have took 5 or 6 bogeys or a double bogey or something in there, and I end up with +5. So I'm going to put the camera down by the basket. So I'm going to throw 2 shots. I'm going to throw my normal shot, kind of like a skip mid-range. Probably going to use my hex. Land it on the hill, skip it up, hopefully stop it somewhere near the basket. Second shot I'm going to try, which I always try, is high spike hyzer route. But now, especially with I've never made it. It always kind of ends up down to the bottom of the bank. I'm going to try it. I doubt it'll work because we have the leaves on the trees now, so it makes it even harder to try and spike one in here for me. But let's go ahead and see what happens. So, hole 11 is the first water hazard hole. It used to be a dry bed in the winter time. I think they drain it, but now they're pumping water back into the lake. And the basket is just around those trees. So you have to try and then let it fade back around the trees. This big tree kind of gets in your way for that. So you have to throw, at least what I throw. I tend to throw my wave on this hole, put it on a bit of anhyzer, let it fade out to the right, and then just let it dip back to the left. This is the first hole that I did have a birdie on, but there was no water there at that time. Landed in the fairway and it's dry. Just noticed there's a mum and some babies and probably a dad standing over making sure I don't come near them. Right next to the basket on hole 12, so I'll leave you guys alone. I'm no threat to you. You stay there. So, do I think the MVP Gyrapalooza box is good? Yes, for a beginner. Gives you a leg up starting your bag. It's better than, if you can afford it, it's better than the starter packs with the 1 putter, 1 mid-range, 1 driver. 1 driver, it's good to start learning. It's not good for every shot. Mid-range, it's not good for every shot. Putter you can get away with. Just depends if you like to feel. Hole 13, alternate tee pads. This one is actually playing as a par 4 now, straight down the fairway, but you got this first early tree that forces you to either play out around the left or try and throw a forehand around the left. I can't do either of those, so as long as it lands in the fairway, try and get to the top of the hill over there. Chances are I'm not even going to get to the lower part of the hill. Hole 14, a short little par 4, 174 feet. Currently playing on an elevated basket. There it is. On an island green. So, not sure if you can quite see, there's an orange line right there, and I'm just inside. So we have a long lip on an elevated basket. This hole is the second hole with the water hazard. Luckily I threw my understable fuse, got it to turn over away from the water. Unfortunately, right under a tree. Basket is just over there. Basket is up on the hill, 309 feet. I've actually had a little bit of success getting to the bottom of the hill with a fuse roller, so I'm going to try that. So, construct, there's the basket, there's the fuse roller, and there's the mantra. Hole 2, 282 feet at the back, under the trees. So, overall, I'm getting better at disc golf. Been meeting lots of new people. Everybody out here is friendly. I know it's kind of a cliche. Disc golf is a good sport. You're always going to meet nice people. You don't meet any bad people. I've lost discs and I've had people return them. I found discs and I've returned them to other people. I've lost discs that I've never seen again, but that's beside the point. I do enjoy it. It gets me out. It gets me active. Good to be outside on a nice hot day like this. I wish I took it up sooner. Hole 18, modified hole, used to be a par 4, now it's only a par 3. A lot of trees off the tee to contend with. Tee is tucked up around the back and a bunch of rocks. There we go, slightly blocked by the tree, but not a lot. Should be able to get round and get up to the basket. So, am I better than I used to be? Absolutely. And I think from 26 over to +2 being my best round. I didn't track my scores today. I was trying to concentrate on the video on my camera. I know I made 1 birdie. I made 3 or 4 bogeys. So I'm going to say I was around +3, +4. I'll watch the video back and I'll put the score here. I will try and do another video. I do go out disc golfing with my girlfriend, so I will try and pass the camera to her. Maybe it'll be a bit better. We'll get another round. I will try and go to a different golf course. In Edmonton, been to a disc golf park called Norwester, and another one just up the road from here called Hermitage. Hermitage is a little bit different. It's like this one. There's more OB. There's more chances to lose your disc. There's a lot of dense trees over in Hermitage. 2 hard Mando shots on that course. I'm hoping to make a trip to a course south of where I live, to a town of Millet. There's a golf course there. Have a try at that one, and I'll hopefully take you guys with me and record it, and we'll see what it's like. But until the next one, Ian, peace!